the knees are straight out from the hips. Sitting nice and tall, lifting the ribs away from the waist, getting the spine nice and long. Shoulders are up, back, and down. And coming into your breath, letting go of the day, and coming into this present moment, centering yourself for this practice. And let's lengthen the breath on the inhale, expanding the abdomen, coming up all the way up towards the collarbone, and exhale from the chest, the ribs, and bringing the abdomen in towards the spine. And continue to flow with your breath, not pausing between the exhales and inhales, just this nice, smooth breath. And let's bring our hands to the heart center. And we're going to inhale and flow the arms with the breath, bringing them up. And exhale, flowing with the breath back to your heart center. And keeping the deep breath flowing slowly with the arms. Flow with your own breath. And one more time. And releasing the hands onto the thighs. We're going to roll the shoulders. So we're going to bring the shoulders forward and up, and exhale back and down. And continue to flow with your breath. And the next time the shoulders come down, we're going to reverse. So coming back, bringing the elbows back and then up. And continue to flow. And one more time. Coming back to a tall seated position. And we're going to bring the hands out, and we're going to interlace the fingers and then bring the palm out. And we're going to inhale, bringing the arms up, getting nice and long. And then exhale, placing the hand behind the head. And inhale, coming back up, pressing up. And exhale, bending the elbows, releasing the hands, going down slowly, bringing the elbows back, feeling that nice massage. And continue to flow with your breath. Coming up. And then exhaling, placing the hands behind your head. On your inhale, bringing the hands back up, palms up. And exhale, releasing the hands, bending the elbows, bringing the elbows back as you roll, bringing the hands down, and continue. And one more time. And when you're done, coming back to that nice tall seated position and breathing here. Noticing if you feel any sensation around the shoulders, the upper back. And now we're going to do a little swimming. So we're going to bring the arms out to the front and we're going to do the we're going to bring the left arm back, and when it comes down and back, start with the right. So we're going to do the freestyle. So going slowly, feeling how the shoulders are feeling. And the next time the left hand comes forward, we're going to reverse. So coming and going backwards, going into the backstroke. And again, going slowly so you can notice the shoulders. And bringing that to an end. Coming back and breathing here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do nice big hip circles. So we're going to hinge forward at the hip and then going around in a circle, going slowly, warming up the hips and noticing how your hips are feeling today. And the next time you're forward, we're going to reverse that circle. And one more time. And coming back. When you're done, no rush. Coming to a tall seated position. And we're going to do we're going to bring the right foot out to the side. We're going to do a side bend. So the left hand's going to be alongside the body. The right hand is going to go up and down the leg. So on an inhale, we're going to bring that left arm up. And on an exhale, going down the right side. And we're doing a side bend, so bringing the side of your body, then inhale up and exhale the arm down. And continue to flow with your breath. The chest is open forward. And the next time we go down, we're going to stay here and breathe. So the left shoulder is in line with the right, so it's not forward. If you notice that your left shoulder is forward, bring it up towards the ceiling. Chest is open. And we're breathing into the intercostal muscles, and they're in between the ribs. So on the left side of the ribs, breathing deeply and expanding them. And on an inhale, coming back up and releasing the left hand down. Breathing. And go ahead and bring the right foot forward. And we'll bring the left knee out to the side. Left hand is on the knee. Right arm is alongside. We're going to inhale that right arm up and exhale going down the left leg and inhale back up. Exhale that right arm down and continue to flow with your own breath. And the next time the arm is up and over, we're going to stay here. Checking on the shoulder to make sure it's not coming forward and that it's up towards the ceiling. And breathing into the right side of the ribs to expand the intercostal muscles. That helps them to stay healthy and gives us more lung capacity for the lungs to open up to allow the air in. On an inhale, coming back up and exhaling the arm down. And taking a breath. Bringing that left foot forward. Breathing here. And now we're going to do a twist, and we're going to do it with very slowly. We're going to use 3 breaths to get into it. So on the first inhale, on all the inhales, we lengthen, we lift the ribs away from the waist so we get long. On the exhale, the first exhale, we'll twist at the waist. Then we'll inhale, lengthen. Then on the next exhale, we'll twist at the ribs and the shoulders. Then we'll inhale, lengthen again. And then on an exhale, we'll twist, finish the twist, and bring the head around. So let's go ahead, coming back to the front. And we're going to inhale, getting that length in the spine. Exhale, twisting. Let's go ahead and bring the right hand back to the back of the chair, the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, getting the length, and exhale, twisting at the waist. Inhale, getting the length, and exhale, twisting at the ribs and the chest. Inhale, getting the length, and exhale, finishing and looking over to the right. And breathe deeply here. On an inhale, we're going to bring the head around first, and then the shoulders, the chest, and the waist coming to the front. And taking a breath. We're going to go ahead and do the other side. So the left hand comes behind your back, and the hand's in the seat or on the back of the chair. And the right hand's on the outside left knee. And inhale, get nice and long in the spine. Exhale, twisting at the waist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale at the ribs and the chest. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, finishing the twist, bringing the head around to the left. And breathing here, staying nice and tall. And on an inhale, bringing the head back, the chest, and the waist. Coming forward, breathing here. And just notice any sensation after a pose, how your energy's flowing, any sensation. We're going to come into the Warrior Two flow. So we're going to bring the right knee out to the right and the left leg we're going to have straight out to the side with the toes pointed forward. Once you get the feet in line, bringing the shoulders back over the hips. And we're going to inhale, bringing the arms up. The arms are in length with the shoulders, and spread the arms so the arms are active. We're pressing into the feet. Everything's active and strong. Breathing here. And on your next exhale, we're going to do reverse warrior. So we're going to bring that left hand to the back of the left leg and bringing the right arm up. And we'll stay here for a breath. On an inhale, coming back to Warrior Two. And we're going to come into extended side. So we're going to bend that elbow, placing the right forearm onto the right thigh, bringing the left arm up and over. Breathing here. Inhale, coming back to Warrior Two. And we're going to do that one more time. So exhaling, coming into reverse warrior. Inhale to Warrior Two. And exhale, extended side. Inhaling back to Warrior Two and breathing here. On an exhale, releasing the arms and heel toe the feet in. If you like to tap out, you may. And sitting nice and tall, breathing here. And now we'll do the other side, bringing the left knee out to the side, and we're going to bring the right leg to the side. It's straight. Toes are pointing to the front. And then afterwards, bringing the shoulders back over the hips. Pressing into the feet so the legs are strong. On an inhale, bringing the arms up, looking over to the left. Fingers are wide so the arms are engaged. Breathing here. And on an exhale, we're going to come into that reverse warrior. Right hand to right leg, left arm up. And breathing here. On an inhale, coming back to Warrior Two. And then we're going to come into extended side. So bending that elbow, forearm onto the left leg, and the right arm comes over the ear. Checking that shoulder to make sure it's not coming forward. Bring it back up to where the shoulder is coming up to or facing the ceiling. Breathing here. Chest is open. Inhale, coming to warrior two. And now we'll do that one more time. So on the next exhale, coming into reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. And exhale, extended side. Inhale back to warrior two, breathing here. And on an exhale, releasing the arms and heel, toe in. And go ahead and tap out. Coming back to a tall seated position. And we're going to flow with the legs. So we're going to inhale, bending the right knee and then pressing the heel straight out. And bending the knee and bringing the foot down. Now the other side, inhaling, bringing the knee up, pressing out. And exhale, bending the knee and placing the foot down. And continue to flow with your breath. Next time your right leg is out, staying here. We're going to inhale, point the toes, exhale, flex. And continue to flow with your breath. And the next time the toes are pointed, start the ankle circles. And reverse that circle. And bring that to an end, having the foot flexed. Then we're going to bend that knee as high as we can, and then rest it down. Go ahead and tap out. And come back to a tall seated position. And now we'll inhale, bending that left knee, bringing that foot out, and having the foot flexed. We'll inhale, point, and exhale, flex. Continue to flow with your breath. And the next time you're pointed, start the ankle circles. And reverse that circle. And bring that to an end, having the foot flexed. And on the next inhale, bringing that left knee up as high as you can, and then releasing it down. And breathing here. We're going to come into a forward fold. We're bringing the hands to the heart center. We'll inhale, bringing the arms up, getting the length in the spine. And then exhale, bringing the hands onto the thighs, and we're going to go down the legs. Inhale, coming back up, going all the way. And exhale back. And flow with your breath. And one more time. And when your arms come back up, let's stay here. And roll the shoulders back, getting long in the spine, lifting the ribs away from the waist. And breathe into your back and your shoulders. And on an exhale, releasing the arms down. And coming back to your nice deep breath. We're going to go ahead and come up into Tadasana. And we'll go ahead and place the chair to the front of the mat with the seat facing us. But first, we're going to come into Tadasana after you have the chair set up. So coming into Tadasana, we're building from the foundation, the feet, and going up. Toes are forward, the arches are up. You can lift toes to bring the arches up, and then slowly bring them down. Also thinking about internally bringing the thighs inward, rotating, and you'll notice that that helps to lift the arches. Shoulders are up, back, and down. And the spine is nice and long. Breathing here. And we're going to inhale, bringing that right arm across the body. And exhale down, going slowly, noticing how the shoulders are feeling. If you feel any jumping, slow down in that area and see if you can work it out. And one more time each side. And coming back into Tadasana, breathing here. So we're gonna come into a forward fold with bent knees, and I'll go to the side. You can stay as you are. And our hands are going to be on the legs. And we'll inhale and then exhale, bending the knees, hinging at the hips, bringing the hips back. And then inhale, coming back up and straightening the legs. And slowly going back and forth, bringing the hips out back, hinging at the hip. And one more time like that. And coming back up into Tadasana. We're going to come into some hip circles. So having the feet about shoulder distance, having the hands on the hips, and go ahead and hinging forward at the hips and then going around, bringing the hips, thinking that you're doing the hula hoop, but going slowly to notice how the hips are feeling, where you might have some tightness. See if you can work it out. And then reverse that circle. And one more time. Coming back up and breathing here. So bringing the feet back under the hips, coming into Tadasana, breathing here. We're going to do half folds, forward folds. And what we're going to do, I'm just going sideways so you can see. Having the hands low on the hips, we're going to hinge at the hip. And we're going to inhale and just go halfway so the back is flat. The knees are straight, so coming down and then coming back up. And depending on where you feel good to go today, that's where you come down. So we're not going past the half. We're keeping the back flat. And just notice how the lower back and the hamstrings are feeling. So not going too far into them, just giving them a nice little stretch. And one more time. And coming back into Tadasana, breathing here. So now we're gonna use the chair to do cat-cow. So we're doing like a tabletop. So we're gonna come into a tabletop position using the chair. We're about a foot, foot and a half away from the chair. We hinge at the hip, placing the hands onto the chair. Our back is flat. If it's curved up or down, bring it in, engaging the core, or maybe moving the hands or the feet to get that length. And we're going to inhale into the cow. So we're going to inhale, bringing that tailbone back. The spine comes down towards the mat and the head comes up. On the exhale, bringing the tailbone down, the abdomen comes towards the spine, and the spine rolls up, chin to chest. And slowly flow back and forth, getting all the vertebrae lubricated. Coming back into a deeper, longer breath. And the next time you come into the cat, we're going to start a holographic wave, which is a three-dimensional wave, and it's loopy. And what you're looking for is any tight areas, because this helps to release fascia, connective tissue that's all around your body. It covers your organs. And at night, it's like Velcro, so they stick together. So that's why you might feel a little bit tighter in the morning. And this is a good way to release some of that tightness. So bringing that to an end and breathing here. So we're going to come into between a runner's lunge and pyramid. So having the hands closer to the front, but still completely on the chair. We're going to bring the right foot forward and the left foot back. And we're going to bend that right knee, coming up on the toes and inhaling, bringing the head up, inhaling, and then our exhale is going to be rocking back, bringing that left foot down, straightening that right knee and coming down. So bending the elbows. Inhaling, bending that right knee, rolling up onto the toes. And exhale, coming into pyramid, rolling. So going nice and slow. There is no rush. And the next time you're in the runner's lunge, stay in here and breathing deeply. And then on your next exhale, coming back into pyramid And if you like to put the forearms onto the chair, you may. That's up to you, and breathe here. You can always be up on the hands too. So wherever you are, find that stretch that's not bringing you into any pain. On an inhale, placing the hands on the chair if they weren't, bending the right knee, and we're going to bring that left foot up, and now we're going to bring the right foot back. And we're going to flow again. So bending the left knee, coming up onto the right toes, opening up the chest. And then exhale, coming into pyramid, rolling back on the right foot, and up. Left leg is straight. And continue to flow with your breath, going nice and slow. And the next time we're in runner's lunge, we're going to stay here and breathe deeply. On your next exhale, coming back into pyramid, either staying with the hands on the chair or you can rest the forearms and breathe here. Coming back with the hands onto chair, inhale, bending that left knee and stepping up with the right. And we're going to come into the power pose. So bending the knees and then releasing the chair, bringing the hands to the heart center. On your next inhale, coming up, and exhale back to the heart center. And coming back into Tadasana, breathing here. And we're going to come into a few more power poses or chair poses, you may know it as. So inhaling, bringing the arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart center. Knees come straight out. And inhale back up. Exhale to the heart center. And continue to flow with your breath. And the next time we're going to stay in the power pose. Breathing here. On an inhale, coming back up. And coming back into Tadasana, breathing here. So we're going to go ahead and come into the tree pose. So we're going to turn the chair around to where the back of the chair is at your left side. So we're going to find that foundation in Tadasana, the grounding For balance poses, we want to feel grounded. The core is engaged because the core is going to support our balance, and a focal point on the floor wall that is not moving. So finding all those things, getting prepared. And we're going to bend that right knee and bring that knee out to the side, opening up that inner thigh. And then let's slide that heel to that left leg. On an inhale, you can bring the right arm up if you like to. And if you like to release, you may. On an exhale, bringing the arms down and releasing and rocking side to side, really bringing the hips side to side. And we're going to come back into that one more time. So coming into Tadasana, breathing here, and finding the focal point, the core is engaged, and you feel grounded. Bend that right knee, opening it up, and either sliding the heel onto the left leg, or if you like to try the foot off the floor, you may. On an inhale, bringing that right arm up. And if you like to release, you may. And on an exhale, releasing and rocking side to side. Go ahead and place the chair over to the right side. Coming back into Tadasana and doing those 3 steps for preparing. Grounding, core, and focal point. And then bending the left knee, opening up the knee to the left, bringing the heel to the right leg. Inhaling the arm up. And then if you'd like to release the right arm, you may. Breathing here. On an exhale, releasing the arms and the leg and rocking side to side. Coming back into Tadasana, breathing here. And now preparing for the last tree pose. Grounding, core, focal point. Bending that left knee, opening it up, bringing that heel to the right leg, or you may bring that foot on the leg. Inhaling, bringing that left arm up. And then if you like to, you may release the right. And releasing and rocking side to side. So go ahead and place your chair to where we can go ahead and sit back down. But before we sit down, find a place on the mat. And we're going to do some forward folds with the hands on the legs. And you can bend the knees as much as you need, never going into pain in the lower back. So bringing the hands to the heart center. We're going to inhale up and exhale, bringing the hands onto the legs. Go ahead and bend the knees, coming down. And inhale back up. And 2 more times like that. When you're done with your 3, bringing the hands back to the heart center and then releasing them into Tadasana. And breathe here. If you like to, you can even close your eyes. That's up to you. And come into that nice deep breath. And we'll release this and come into our chair. And we're going to do a little core work. So we're going to bring the arms out in front of us. And we're going to go forward and back. So we're on the edge of the chair and we're going to hinge at the hip and we're going to come forward and going as slow as you can. Go as far forward as you can. And then coming back and going back towards the chair, but not leaning or stopping on the chair. Stop before you get to the back and then come back. So the slower you go, the more core work you'll do. And just notice when the core engages. And one more time. And sitting nice and tall. And we're going to come into a supported child. So we're going to bring the legs about shoulder distance apart, having the hands on the legs. We're going to inhale and then exhale, going down the legs, and we're going to flow 3 times. And then we'll go on the 4th, we'll hold. So inhaling, nice long straight spine, exhaling, coming down. And inhale back up. And 2 more times like that, flowing. And now the next time we come down, we're going to stay and breathe here. And breathe in at your navel center or your abdomen. And massage the organs that are down there, the bladder, the stomach, the intestines, the liver, all that's getting massaged. And on the next inhale, coming back up. And heel toe, bringing the knees back or the feet back under the knees. Coming into your breath, and we're going to come into Shavasana. So coming back into the chair, or if you like to lay on the mat, you could do that. Padding up, placing a bolster or blanket under your upper thighs. So finding a Shavasana that's comfortable for you. Closing the eyes and coming into your breath, following the breath. If a thought comes in, acknowledge it and release it and come back to your breath. Start to wiggle your hands and your feet and move and stretch in any way you need to. And either come towards the front of your chair, sitting nice and tall, or rolling over to your right side, using your hands and coming to a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands to the heart center, coming into your breath, and notice how your body and mind is feeling. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.